Hello, this is Fighter Kaus, and welcome to another episode of The Drop. And this time, I hope I remember to put the intro in, because last time I just went straight to the topics without any buffer. So this time, we're going to be talking about Zeta Gundam, Saint Seiya, and where would I be without Dragon Ball? I was going to talk about wrestling, but the pay-per-views for WWE are actually happening at this moment. So, I guess next week, if there's any wrestling news, I'll cover it. With that said, let's get on to the show. First off, let's get into Saint Seiya. That's right, Masami Kurumada's Saint Seiya, which originally ran from 1986 to 1990. It's getting a live-action adaptation. According to Hero Club, which is where I get this news, it was announced on May 18th that a live-action adaptation has been greenlit. Toei Animation will be co-producing the film with the Chinese distribution company, A Really Good Film Company. What a name. And it will be directed by Polish director Tomasz Baginski. I hope I got that right. Baginski was known for his Academy Award-nominated short animation, The Cathedral, and the intros to The Witcher. And also Toei Animation's own Yoshiyuki Ikezawa and Kozo Morishita will serve as producer and executive producer. And Morishita has been a director and producer and planner for most of Saint Seiya's animated shows and films, so he's been around. This makes me a little bit more optimistic for the movie. Some people are saying, well, the director, he just did a short film and the intro to The Witcher. It's like, well, you know, he's still a cat. I feel that with the Morishita specifically, that's the reason why I'm optimistic. I feel that with somebody who's worked with Saint Seiya and who knows the source material like the back of his hand, you know, outside of Kurumada himself, that really makes me feel that they're trying to make this a more faithful adaptation. As we know, adaptations don't mean one-to-one redoing on the big screen, but hopefully, like, you know, if they whatever change they do make, however they adapt this, that it's adapted in the same spirit as Saint Seiya and has all the same crazy fights and, you know, the Pegasus Ryusei Ken and, you know, all that good stuff. Maybe Toru. God, I forget his last name. Furia? The guy who voiced Yamcha in Saint Seiya. It'd be cool if he makes at least a cameo appearance in this. Let me know what you guys think about Saint Seiya. For me, it's one of, other than Dragon Ball and Gundam, Saint Seiya is also up there as a big inspiration to me. If you've ever seen how I draw hair, you probably can already guess that. So, good news with this. Hopefully it'll be good news. But the fact, like I said, the fact that they're putting people who know the source material to team up with the director gives me hope. And let's go on to Zeta Gundam. Now on to Zeta Gundam. Nozomi Entertainment announced, yet again via Hero Club I get this news. They announced on their official Twitter page that they will be releasing the new Zeta Gundam. Well, not new. It actually came out years ago on DVD and in Japan. They'll be releasing the Zeta Gundam a new translation trilogy. Man, my tongue is tied today, eh? On Blu Ray sometime this year. And if you don't know, Zeta Gundam a new translation was a trilogy of compilation films that condensed the original Zeta Gundam anime series. However, there was also new animation for some parts. The ending was completely different. Some things were actually changed a little bit in the middles. That's why there was new animation. Because it was actually changed so that, you know, Camille gets a happy ending. Spoiler, I guess. I'm not going to say what happened, but just say that it's happier than what happened in the original show. Kind of almost... It's not part of the official story for the UC, but if it was, it would have retconned Double Zeta, if I remember correctly. I've seen bits of a new translation. Really good, though, especially if you want something that doesn't depress the crap out of you. You should watch the new translation when it comes out later in 2017. And if you haven't already, watch the original series so you can know the differences. They're on YouTube for free, legally, through, I forget which channel. I think it's Gundam Info. It's one of the official channels. I know that much. I'm actually going to double check right now. If you hear clicking, I'm double checking. And I'm talking to fill dead air because my computer wants to be slow when it's usually pretty fast. It's kind of weird. Kind of very weird. You should be much faster than this. What's going on? I'm not... Besides me recording, I'm not using that much RAM right now. Yeah. Come on. Which channel is it? Gundam... Yeah, it is Gundam Info. All that. Gundam Info has it officially and in English. I believe, is it subbed or dubbed? It's subbed. English subbed, remastered on their YouTube, and yes, it is not blocked if you're in America, like some of their shows are. When you try to watch it subbed on Gundam Info, you have to go to Daisuke or somewhere. But yes, go check that out, and then pick up the Blu-rays later and see the differences. Zeta Gundam is a classic, and I actually do like Double Zeta too, so that's why it's like, hey, I'm glad Camille got his happy ending, but well, then again, you know, I think I'm in the minority who actually likes Judo from Double Zeta, but that's me. Alright, with that said, where else do we end? It's kind of become a tradition already. Let's move on to Dragon Ball, eh? Now, this last part of the drop is basically just me fangasming at the fact that we have a female Super Saiyan that is not part of the extended universe or the video games or like any side stuff. Just right in official Toei animated show we get, and I'm pretty sure the manga soon when Toyotaro gets to it, we get female Super Saiyans right there, official. Goku will probably meet them sooner or later in the Tournament of Power. In this next episode preview for next week, I believe, unless there's an event that preempts it, which they've been good about letting us know about that, and there hasn't been any news about that. So yeah, next week, episode 92, I believe. This past episode was 91, I believe. Again, I'm gonna talk and fill over dead air as I check my anime list to see which episode I just friggin' watched, because I have the memory of a goldfish. Although it's been proven that goldfish have longer memories than that. So I have memory worse than a goldfish. Okay, 92 is next week. In episode 92, it's right in the next episode preview, you're going to see Caulifla go Super Saiyan, with Kale looking on as she's going... she looks as she's either jealous or surprised or both. And also, we're going to see Caulifla get excited toward Kaba. People are thinking it might be a love triangle or something. We have no idea. I'm all cool with whatever they do. I mean, it's Toei doing this. Toriyama just gives bullet notes. Maybe Toei knows how to do a better romance than Toriyama does. I don't know. We'll see. Romance or no, that's not even what we're all excited about. It's just the fact that we're seeing a female Super Saiyan. However, knowing that there's two godly Super Saiyans and Gohan with his ultimate slash, it's a fan term, mystic power up. It's kind of like you just go in Super Saiyan 1, so? But then again, they have crazy high base power, I believe. I know Kaba supposedly had crazy high base power, so maybe even just going Super Saiyan gives them at least a better shot than before. Maybe they get stronger. As we've seen from Kale, she obviously goes beyond normal Super Saiyan. So, what do you guys think about Caulifla and Kale, and they're finally being female Super Saiyans? And I'm just so hyped, especially, and also to see what the other universes do. The next, I don't know if they're gonna show that in the next episode, but the episode that just aired, they showed quite a bit, and I've said this in a previous to drop, where this is exactly what I wanted to see, and they gave it to me in this episode. I hope to see even more, maybe even spin-offs. There's the Dragon Room going on, where Shueisha and Toei just basically go, hey, I think it's just Shueisha actually, where they have, hey, let's just make side stories. They had that Yamcha manga where somebody got killed and got reborn as Yamcha, and that person has knowledge of the show, so they're using their knowledge to their advantage to make Yamcha's life a little bit easier, at least. He fights Vegeta in the latest volume. And I totally, there was some background noise and I totally just spaced because of it. The background noise just threw me off. Where was I? Dragon Room. Right. Hopefully we get a spin-off in the Dragon Room or from Toei or something where you get to see at least Universe 6, maybe Universe 11 too as well, or in the universe where that female Sailor Moon type lady comes from. That's all very interesting to me. Like it's almost like I've seen Goku. Goku and his pals are always going to be like close to my heart, but it's nice to see the world outside and to see that, you know, there's more interesting stuff than just Goku and his friends going on in the Dragon universe or Dragon multiverse at this point. So with that said, that's all I gotta say for the drop. See you next week, and again, let me know what you guys think, and also follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/ekariradio, IKARIRADIO, and let me know what you want me to talk about for the drop, or anything I can do on these videos to have you guys watch more. See you guys later.